Greetings, citizens of the Internet. We are Anonymous, the decentralized international hacktivist collective that emerged in 2003, known for our cyber attacks against governments, corporations, and organizations that threaten freedom and transparency. We operate without leaders, driven by a collective mission to expose injustice. Today, we unmask a new deception targeting your wallets. So a while back, I started noticing some ads for a company called Grace Bags. The story goes that Grace, a kind-hearted elderly woman, has been handcrafting beautiful leather bags for years. But it's the end of an era for Grace, so she's holding her farewell sale. Grace is offering up to 80% off in her farewell sale. Once they're gone for good. Don't miss out, I thought. Oh, how nice. And then I kept scrolling, but the sponsored ads kept popping up, trying to reel me back in. And I thought, maybe I ought to check these out. But then I started to get a little suspicious about this Grace woman. Wait a minute, is she even real? I take her photo over to SiteEngineCom, which is able to detect whether or not an image is made from AI. And it turns out this picture is, wait, what? There's no Grace who then is making these high-quality handcrafted leather bags. And who are all these people raving about them? These aren't just bags. They're pieces you keep forever. Grace and her husband have spent over 34 years perfecting their leather bags. Imagine carrying a bag that holds 30 years of love, dedication, and craftsmanship. Okay, something's definitely off with this guy. Nobody gets this emotionally invested in a leather bag. So I'm going to try to find out who he is. I use a tool called PIMIS. It's pretty good at scanning faces and uncovering where else they've popped up online. And what do you know? I think I found him. Are you wondering how hair loss can be reversed naturally? That's our guy. And here he is again. Saved thousands of dollars with the Lepro LED UFO high bay light. Oh, he's an actor on Fiverr. You can pay this guy to say whatever you want. I'm a professional spokesperson and actor with decades of experience. Well, maybe it's just a coincidence that he also happened to buy a bag for his wife and make a testimonial about it. Let's look at another guy who's also in love with these bags. It reminded me of my grandma, how she put so much love into everything she made. Oh, how funny, he's also got a Fiverr account. I have been an actor for 20 years, and I have appeared in many movies, TV shows, and hundreds of TV commercials. And it turns out that Grace Bags has a YouTube channel where they've uploaded all their testimonials. This is unlike anything I've ever seen. A bag from Grace's collection is one to cherish for a lifetime. These are all actors with Fiverr accounts. And the best part, the mastermind behind this channel didn't even bother editing the clips before uploading them. I stumbled upon the store, I was scrolling through my feed. Turns out Grace Bags isn't some heartwarming handcrafted leather bag business. It's just someone using AI and hiring actors to produce fake glowing reviews. But what do the real customers get when they order from Grace Bags? Well, the only thing authentic here is their disappointment. These luxury leather bags are actually just cheap vinyl knockoffs made in China. Now this is where things get wild. Suddenly I learned that Susan's Bags is also shutting down, then Victoria's Bags, Paul Richards, Tanner's Shoes. So many beloved elderly artisans, all conveniently having their final sales at the exact same time. Once they're gone for good. Once they're gone forever. Tanner Shoes is gone forever. Once they're gone. And when I go to their page and select About, then Page Transparency, I can see that these pages are being managed from the Netherlands, Vietnam, and Indonesia. This is so weird. But then I get an ad from Henry's. Hello there. I'm Henry, and I want to share a bit of my story with you. For over 33 years, I've been crafting watches by hand. And of course you have, Henry, my life. There's something special about creating a watch that stands the test of time. Something classic and meaningful. Every detail, every movement, I've put my heart into each watch, thinking that is one big pilot. The moments it would witness and the legacy it would carry forward. But times have changed, and after decades of doing what I love, it's time to close this chapter. I want to spend more time with my family, especially my grandchildren. So with a heavy, wait a minute, look at his hand. How's Henry crafting watches with a finger like that? Also, if Henry's been making watches for 33 years, why has his website only been up for a month? And why does Henry look so different in each of these photos? So I look at the page transparency to see all the different ads that he has running, and someone has been very busy. Henry has spent over 33 years crafting watches with a purpose. When I first got mine, I noticed the difference right away. And the comments on Facebook are full of people just gushing over Henry and his watches. Well, finally I caved. I had to check out these watches. So I head on over to the website, and I've got to admit, they look pretty nice. Plus all these handsome dudes are rocking them. But let's take a screenshot run. a reverse image search, and see just how rare and timeless these masterpieces really are. And what do you know? The exact same watch is selling for 99 cents on AliExpress, but surely they're not the same, right? One is a rare handcrafted work of art, and the other is just some cheap knockoff, right? Right? I mean, I guess there's only one way to find out. I'm buying myself a Henry's watch. But first, I grabbed the bargain bin special from AliExpress because, hey, it's only $1. Oh, and no shipping fees. I literally paid $16. Henry's, on the other hand, is charging me $40 for this timeless wristbound wonder. And considering it's usually $200, I figure I'm getting a steal. So I order. Now I know that I'm dealing with a suspicious business, so handing over my real email address seems a little unwise. It's a good thing that I'm using Aura, who's actually the sponsor of this video. With Aura, I can generate an alias that forwards emails to my main inbox while keeping my real identity private. It's just one of the many features that I get with Aura, which I like to call my anti-scam Swiss Army knife. It also manages my passwords, and it alerts me if any are weak or compromised. This here is the Aura mobile app, and what you're looking at here is called your vault. You can store all your passwords and your personal information in it. Not only does it autofill forms for me, but Aura's AI is constantly scanning the dark web to see if my data is being sold or if it's caught up in a breach. So even when I'm not actively using it, I know that it's working for me 24/7. Honestly, just seeing it on my home screen gives me peace of mind. If you want to give it a test drive and check out the other tools like their spam call protection and data removal service, then head on over to Auracom Pleasant Green and try it free for 2 weeks. See if it's a good fit for you and your family. And make sure to use my link and let them know that I sent you. So just as I said, I get a confirmation email via Aura telling me that my order has been received. And after 5 days go by, I'm notified that my watch from AliExpress is out for delivery, and I've got to hand it to AliExpress. I'm genuinely impressed. I paid $1 and I got a watch from China in less than a week. Regardless of what kind of quality it is, you've got to admit that's pretty amazing. That said, the watch is exactly what I expected. It feels incredibly light and hollow inside. The size and strap isn't adjustable, and it feels like it just might snap if I bend it the wrong way. Every part of it just gives off the impression of being rushed through production with the cheapest materials possible. But Henry's watch was going to be different, because it was made by a master craftsman with precision and care, which was why I was okay waiting twice as long for it to arrive. The tracking showed it moving from one sort facility to another sort facility, and then to the international airport. Wait, international airport? I thought Henry was American, making these watches by hand in his shop here in America. But no, this was definitely coming from across the world. So another week went by, and it went to Los Angeles and then finally to me. And as I opened the package, I could tell that this was going to be different. This was going to be something timeless, elegant, and built to last for generations. And then I realized it's the exact same freaking watch as the dollar one. They are literally the same. I paid $40 for something that's $1 on AliExpress. Why settle for something mass-produced when you can own a watch with true character? Hi, my name's Dan. Your name's not Dan, it's Dave. Hey, I'm Dave, and you found me. And this watch is mass-produced. It's made by Dross, a company based in China, and someone just went on to Alibaba and bought them in bulk, generated some AI images of an old man claiming to have made them in a shop, and then hired you on Fiverr to act like you just discovered the fountain of youth. You'll love the story it tells. They're selling you on this, but they're delivering on this. And they really didn't think that I would notice. So I decided I was going to write back to this Henry. And I said, Henry, thanks for the beautiful watch. If I wanted to order 50 more for my employees, do you offer discounted pricing? Do you think you have that many in stock? And he responded and he said, Hi, Ben, thank you for your kind words. We're thrilled to hear that you're enjoying the watch, and we truly appreciate your support. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to share your experience by leaving us a review here. Your feedback means a lot to us, and I can see that he's got plenty of reviews, and I'm wondering how many of them are actually genuine. He then says, regarding your bulk order inquiry, we're excited about the possibility of supplying your team with more watches. We will coordinate internally to check our stock availability and determine the best possible discount for your order. We'll get back to you as soon as we have the details finalized. Best regards, Henry. So then he writes back and he says, Hello, Ben. We have the information regarding your inquiry for the bulk order of our luxury businessmen's watches. We're pleased to offer you a special price of $1,399 for 50 pieces, which comes to $27 to $89 per watch. Oh, hey, what a deal. I'm going to get a 99-cent watch for only $28. So I tell him, let's do it. he says. Hello, Ben. Before we proceed, could you kindly confirm the following details? And lastly, can you confirm if all 50 pieces should be in the silver-white color? Or would you like a mix of colors? I reply, hello, Henry. I like the silver color. I noticed yours is a lot like another one I found online. Could you explain how yours is better? Does the fact that yours is handcrafted means it's better quality? And that was the last I ever heard from Henry. Maybe he's just busy spending time with his grandchildren. But that's when I decided to leave a review on Trustpilot. I say, I got my watch from Henry's. I then bought the exact same watch on AliExpress for 99 cents. When I asked Henry what made his different, he stopped responding. I wonder if he'll respond here. Probably not. But he did respond, and he said how sorry he was, and how he takes pride in offering not just a product, but a curated experience. He said, I'd be more than happy to speak with you directly to make things right. Please feel free to reach out to us at info@henryswatches, and we'll do our best to resolve this to your satisfaction. I did try to email you, and you stopped responding, Henry. This Trustpilot page is probably just full of fake reviews, and he only responded to me to make others think that he's serious about customer service. And that's why I'm making this video, to tell you what you can expect from Henry's Watches or Grace Bags, or Susan's Bags, or any of these other businesses. They're just buying cheap crap from China and using AI to target your emotions. And guess what? To show you how easy it is, I actually spent just 10 minutes starting a business of my own. I told Grok to show me working in a watch factory, and now I'm going to buy a bunch of Alibaba watches and mark them up $100. Discover timeless elegance with Ben's watches, the finest handcrafted timepieces you can own. Each watch is built with precision, passion, and premium materials, making it more than just a watch. It's a statement. Ben's watches, where craftsmanship meets class. Available now, but not for long. So what are you waiting for? Go to bendoverwatches.com and get a piece of history today. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Please buy it responsibly and think critically when you're shopping online. We are anonymous. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us to expose scams like these. Stay vigilant, protect yourself online, and share this warning with others. The power to defeat these scammers is in your hands. Remember, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Join our fight against online deception. The internet belongs to all of us, not to scammers hiding behind AI-generated faces.